available. This one. Hello, hello, hello. Desktop audio. Alright, can everybody hear me? Let me get my stuff open here. Sorry, I'm running behind. We want chat. Definitely. And I want live control. Alright, good deal, Sweden. I'm glad you can hear me. Oh, man, I'm a day late and a dollar short on some of this stuff. Holy crap. Yeah, I just got done eating with the family and had some issues with her daughter getting home on her own, kind of her first time driving by herself. So it's a little quiet. Hold up. Alright. Let's see what I can do here. Hello, hello, hello. Test, test, test. What's the little quiet there? Is it the microphone or is it the game? The mic? Well, on my deal, bud, everything's turned up, volume 100%. Trying to figure out how I would mess with that. Oh crap, man, I hate running behind. Yeah, I had to use an older the last stream as a what do they call that, the thumbnail, just because I was running behind and wanted to get here at 7. So, oh, holy crap! Wind down, Cole. Got my Dr. Peppers. Got everything else. We're good to go. Alright, so let's put this away. I'm trying to figure out, Sweden, while I'm doing this. Trying to figure out why you missed the last episode. What happened? Oh, the last live stream? Or the actual last episode I made. No, the episode. Last time we were doing the custom cutting, it backfired on me, believe it or not. I figured there'd be more like fields to contract hire, and there wasn't. And everything else was like for sunflowers or green beans or whatever the heck they got going on. And I was just looking for some more, soybeans or wheat or something like that. But I'm gonna get some of the stuff out of the way here. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm actually seeing what you're talking about with the microphone. It's I should be in the red when I get this close to it, but it's not. But yeah, so pretty much we had one field that contracted custom cut and made a couple thousand to $6,000 I think for it, plus another $2,000 or $3,000 for excess grade with the episode, but there wasn't really much to it. I was actually kind of hoping to do, I don't know, a couple fields, and only got lucky with one. So, unfortunately, that's how it goes. Where's the channel you're at? There it is. So we're going to get the cultivation process going. Just kind of start out with that and chat a little bit and everything. Also, Sweden, we do have a Discord, I guess now. I don't know if it's complete yet, but Piper actually was working on it because he came in on the last stream. So when he comes in here, he was talking to me earlier on the Discord deal. So okay, let me see here. General setting, game settings, general settings. Vehicle volume. Try that. Does this sound better, Sweden? Trying to figure out here. Hold on. Audio input. Got the game capture. Yeah, it's better. Settings on that. Test, test it. There we go. I see what I did. How's that, Sweden? Is that louder? I figured it out, bud. I think. Hey, Piper. Hey, do me a favor. Yeah, I had the wrong microphone set up because I wear, what it is I wear the headphones so you don't pick up the game coming off my screen into the microphone as well. And this little headset has a little microphone on it too, and I clicked that. So but guys, guess what? Sweden goes what? It's your birthday tomorrow? Well, happy birthday. I didn't realize it was your birthday tomorrow, Piper. Oh, hey, Piper, I don't know if it's ready or not, but if you can, let Sweden and everybody know that Discord thingy. Because I know Sweden was asking about my cows, and I had my calf this week. So I've got pictures and stuff I can put on there. No, you're fine. You're fine, Piper. That ain't no big deal, bud. It's I just wanted him to be able to get on there and find my deal so he can like send me messages through it too. You know what I mean? the way I can send him a picture, because that'd be a way I could send him pictures of the calf. But anyway, guys, it's going to be another probably pretty chill stream because I'm finding it really hard to make a lot of money to buy find it really hard to make a lot of money really quick to buy land. So this is going to kind of, like I said, be a small series, or not a slow series, excuse me. And yeah, so you'll have to give me a minute to get the map owned up, but we are going to do that. And I've got to thinking, I was chatting with Piper off stream here through the Discord thing. Oh, Farmer Brian. My hamster died today. I think it was cancer. That is horrible, buddy. How long did you have in Sweden? Speaking of which, how is everybody doing today? Like, in general, I know we're talking about a dead hamster here, you know, which is never good if that was a pet. Like a year I wasn't that attached, so I'm not really sad. Well, hopefully that's not the highlight. Okay, how do I do that, Piper? Because I got it on. Let me actually let's do this. I'm feeling okay, but I've been very sick. Yeah, that's sickness is kind of growing around. What I'm gonna do is, so we can watch stuff, I can do this and get you guys all settled up. I'll go ahead and stick the AI worker on this so you got something to watch while I do the background stuff. Work the headlands on. Okay, start with a headland. Okay. Let him figure his life out, and I'll put that link in there. Alright, I got it. Alright, so let's do this. Let me get on my Discord here. Let me type that out. Okay, if anybody asks, it's not done yet. No, yeah, for sure, it's not done, and everybody better not be giving old Piper a hard time about it either, because he's been sick and he's definitely not getting paid. He just wants to help out, so because I can't afford him, he does too good of work, so he's just doing this out of the kindness of his own heart. So be kind to him. Alright, I think I might have got that. Let me check it, double check. Oh, I'm glad I checked that. There is something missing. All right, try that. That's the link for it. Double check that, Piper. Make sure that's right. All right, so I just got back to this screen because I don't do nothing off my phone. This is straight off the computer. I don't have my phone linked to anything besides the Discord, so I had to actually type that out. What is this feller doing? We're going to definitely take over. Go back to steering assist. Okay. Apologize again for this unusual start. I wasn't ready. I got home late, had a nice dinner with the family, and was pretty much running behind. So I had roles like YouTuber, VIP, and OG that you can give to players of your liking. And give myself Discord worker. I'll explain the risk of giving roles and stuff once it's done. Okay. Fair enough, bud. You're in it? Yeah, Piper, you've been a real big help, bud. I do appreciate all the time and effort you put into it. Like I said, I definitely wanted to make sure Sweden knew about it, even though it wasn't done, because I like chatting with you too, especially. I don't care. I trust you both. If he's on that Discord and joined us, if you got to, you can talk to him about it off the chat here. That I don't know what any of that is, Piper, to be honest. Like I said, one of these days I'll have to go up and do a voice call or something, and y'all let me know what each one of them is, and we can make better decisions then. You'd love to have all the rules? Yeah, maybe explain to me what the different roles do. And for anybody watching, definitely click and get on the chat and click that Discord stuff, and you can be on there too. We'll definitely gladly chat with everybody. I just followed on here and joined the Discord. Well, cool thing, Farmer Brian. I'm glad you joined in and chatting with us. We like anybody just coming in, but it's cool when people chat too. And I apologize if I sound like I don't know what I'm doing, because I really don't. Well, the role like VIP and OG don't do anything, but it separates the people with VIP and everyone else, if that makes... Oh, okay. So, like, if they're chatting, their name pops up like a brighter coloring or something like that, so they stand out. In this case, it's yellow username. Okay. And will it send me notifications on there, or do I have to be actually on the chat during the stream? But the role that people get when they join the server is farmer. Okay, like what you do you mean? Okay, like do I have to have the Discord open on my phone, or does it send me a notification on my phone when people are talking on it? I guess is what I mean. Sorry, I'm half retarded. Bear with me. I myself just started making videos not too long ago, so I like to support the smaller new channels like mine. Well, heck yeah, Farmer Brian, I appreciate that. That's pretty cool and awesome of you. And I'll check your, if I remember to at the end of the stream, I'll check you out and drop a like and a subscribe on your channel. You know, because we all know how that helps. It will send you notifications if you have them on, so you don't need to stay on it 24. Oh, okay. That's what I was asking. It's because I get a notification like when you message me and stuff like that. Now, how do I send that? Like I sent that picture to you on there, because that was a private chat. Oh yeah, for sure, everybody check his content out. It doesn't cost nothing to support another guy, small channel. We all know how hard it is, and it's not easy, and we don't want people getting burnt out before they get anywhere with it. So how would I put a picture on there so everybody could see my calf, Piper? Oh, no need to thank us, Brian. You're good to go, bud. We got you. You took time out of your day to come join this channel and everything, so you're good, buddy. I made a text channel called Photos that everyone can send some awesome photos, and you could also put it in the news channel. Okay, so I'll put it in the photos. Alright, so I just sent it to that. Okay, so if you're on that Discord with us and you see go into the photos, the new calf, the little baby bull, is on there. Make more sense. No, I kind of understood what you're saying, Piper. No, you're being truly helpful. But I named him, it's actually kind of funny because I named that little calf, that bull calf, his name is Chip. And the reason why his name is Chip is because his mama's name is Chocolate. Hey, no, yeah, that's cool, Brian. I appreciate it. Don't feel obligated, but I do appreciate it, man. I'll be honest with you. I've watched some of my videos, and even though I made them, some of them aren't the the best quality stuff. But we all learn. And yes, I'll be honest and say I've made some videos I can't even watch all the way to an end. So I appreciate anybody that can to help me out. Because it's one thing making them. Oh, that's cool, Piper. That is amazing. I'll have to tell the girlfriend about that one. That's pretty cool. Thank you, buddy. I really do appreciate it. Hey, read that bottom comment. Once you upload a video, I'll see if it really works. Okay. That is badass, dude. Sorry for my language if nobody likes that kind of language. But that got me tickled. You don't know why it wouldn't, though? I hope, hey, like I said, when it comes to that stuff, you're smarter than I am, so heck yeah, brother. Heck yeah. Yeah, I was actually worried me too, Ella, trust me, I am just starting out and trying to find my stride and get better. You'll find, hell, I don't know, we're two different people, but you'll find out, like with me, I like doing live, but there's a lot of stuff going on, and the reason I like doing live is because there's no editing. And editing for me feels like it takes forever. You know, it's most of the day. And that's why, like, I like to put out. Well, there you go, Brian. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, editing is really slow and it's time consuming. Like, for instance, like you all noticed, obviously this week I didn't meet my video quota that I wanted to do Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Because that calf was due any time, and I had to pretty much devote my time to that calf in case that heifer had problems, and I just needed to make sure she was okay. So I didn't really have a lot of time. I don't know about you guys, but we need a bigger tractor and a bigger cultivator. I told my friend I'd edit a video for him, and he sent me an hour and 15-minute video. and it's not a game I've played, and not my video is so hard to know what to cut. Oh man. But no, the thing about this cultivator, even though it is tiny, it gives us something we can do, and I could probably go a little bit. I'd like to go double the width because we got 5 fields we got to do. But yeah, it's just, as you can see, we got $92,000, and I've got $285,000 if I sell in July in the silos. So kind of what I'm waiting for. I'm trying to buy some fields because we want to own this map. But he said I can turn it into many. I don't know what you mean by that last word there, Piper. Yeah. How do you like that map there, Farmer Brian? How I have yet to play it yet. I've got it downloaded, but I ain't jumped on it yet. The new map is New Frontier. Hey, Tyler. Man, everybody's on tonight. Yeah, I remember you talking about it earlier, the Iowa map. I haven't seen it yet. I think I am going to have to get into GE and make some changes. It's a paid map though. Yeah, I bet. I downloaded a 16x flat map that's not done yet, so I could kind of make my area around here. I thought that would be pretty cool. But I haven't got much time into it yet. And then there's another map I was telling Piper on Discord that I could bring the BTO series to. The fields aren't as big, but there's a lot of them, and it's a 4X map, I think. Yeah. And it's, man, I can't think of what it's called now. It's, I don't know if it's American Farms or something. You don't like the store area? It's very basic. What you got, buddy? I'm an open book. Ask me anything you want. Can you join? This ain't on a... I'm not playing on a public server. This is just my regular career thing. If that makes sense. And you're on console, I do believe, right? Alright, so I'm playing on PC, which there ain't nothing wrong with that. They do have... We should be able to play together. But on this series here, it's just on my own career, so I'm not... I've still got a plan to open a game up or server so I can get my guys in here, because I know you're wanting to play. I think Piper would want to play with me, and I'm sure if I asked old Farmer Brian would want to play too, get something going. And in Sweden, obviously, when he gets his console updated or whatever he ends up going with, I'd like to have it on there where y'all can come on. So for sure, it would definitely be nice. But for tonight, it's just going to be me on here, and then we're chatting and getting this. Unfortunately, hopefully that don't disappoint you all, but that's how I've got to play it for now. Because I'm just now figuring out, kind of, and I ain't got it figured out, is that Discord thing Piper made. So, and again, hats off to you, Piper, for helping out. Okay, cool, Sweden. So what you're saying is at the first of the year, for sure, all of us should be able to get on a server, and if I got to, I'll pay for it and get on that. What's them servers? Oh hell! Some servers you pay for. Piper, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, the dedicated server. Because I'm not for sure if the G Portal is what I'm thinking of. G Portal. The one that everybody else uses. I think the squad even uses it too. Yeah, that'd probably be, if I did it, that'd be the route we'd go. And then I do you would join? Cool. We'll definitely, like I said, we'll all keep tracking the server or the Discord and keep track with it all, and I'll let you know when it gets closer. It'd probably be after the first of the year. And we'll go that route. That way I can get better at it and know what I'm looking for and everything like that. And I would definitely like to host a deal where everybody can come in there. You know, whether we do it once a week, once every other week, or once a month, whatever the case may be, whatever we're all down with. But we'll definitely get figured something out. Y'all want to hop on my server? I'm trying to own the map here, Tyler. If I hop on yours, I can't get none of my work done. You already got it. You already got like a G Portal server, or you just on your? Or you just got the what's it called? The regular, whatever the Giants server stuff is. It comes with the game. I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't sitting there saying I won't do something like that, because I will. But tonight I'm not going to do it. I got to get some of this stuff down here. But yeah, we definitely need to do something like that for sure. On my end of it, like I said, it'll probably be around the beginning of the year and everything like that. That way it works out with Sweden too, because Sweden's been here since the beginning. So I want to keep everybody in, keep everybody in mind that was there in the beginning and stuff like that. And you guys that are coming in now, it'll be the same thing for you guys. Kind of get that core, little group and go that route. But definitely going to do something to show appreciation to everybody, because you guys have no idea how much you mean to me. Not to sound weird, but that's how it is. 30 days is about $7 to $35, depending on the server config. We're still going to watch for you on stream. We care for you. No, I get it. I appreciate it. I'm not worried about that at all. It's it. Like when I say something, I mean it. I do. And I appreciate y'all caring for me, because I care for you guys. We need to find a way to make money on this, though. Just subscribe to Brian. Hell yeah. It's going to suck spending money and not making it yet. Yes, I know. That's where I'm at, because I could have already bought a bigger tractor, and trust me, I jumped on here yesterday because I had a little bit of time since the calf was born on Thursday. And so I had a little time. I was jumping on there trying to go through the vehicle with me. I was like, well, if I get rid of this and upgrade this, I would have this much left. And I'm just sitting there going, man, this sucks. Because I like having money in the bank. That way if something comes up, we can do, because fertilizer and lime isn't cheap. So, but I honestly, to be honest with you guys, I didn't make as much money on that last harvest as I thought I would. Like, that was a big old slice of humble pie. It really was. So we definitely need more fields, and unfortunately I got to rock this little bitty cultivator. This old granddad that stands outside all the time over there has got some money hidden that I don't know about. But I really don't want to cheat the series. You know what I mean? I want to do it right and show that it's possible without being cheaty. But no, I bought the game at GameStop. Oh, okay. Heck yeah. So all in all, everybody's weeks besides Sweden's hamster dying, everybody doing good. You got 3 series go. Man, you're already ahead of the game, bud. I can barely juggle one. He's been like, so you modded the power tools? Is that what you did? You got your own BTO? Heck yeah, bud. It's weird how much, to be honest with you, it's weird how much people actually like the big time operation stuff. Because usually, you watch people like on YouTube and everything like that, and they've got they got a lot going on, but all the fields are small and everything like that. Tree work sucks, but it pays the best. Yeah, I'm a little, I don't know how to say how I actually feel about the tree work stuff. I'm working on getting the entire map, and it's pretty easy when you have the 9RX. Trust me, I get it. Let me show you what I got going on. real quick. We'll take a pause for the calls on this, and I'll show you. Because I downloaded some mods, and this is what. Where's it at? Okay, so the Summers. I don't know why there's two of them, but one is a plow, I guess is why. And this old thing is 18.3 meters wide and takes 630 horsepower to pull it. So, you got that one too? Heck yeah. Oh, and by the way, I checked out that truck you were talking about. Mine makes it go faster. Nice. So here's that truck you were talking about, the white Ford 2016. After you told me, I did it, but it actually has a glitch to it, believe it or not. A lot of them are garbage, but some decent ones came out. Yeah. But I think that's your truck you were telling me to get that one time, and I think I downloaded it like two or 3 days later after the stream when you were telling me about it. And I was first a little worried about it because I didn't pay attention if he gave rights for people to use it on streaming and stuff like that, and it had his name on it. And you can get rid of this, but you can't get rid of this stuff. So I didn't want to use it, and it goes through the map a lot. So I didn't use it. My other favorite one that I got is this one. But there is a problem with this too. And it only when you sit inside the driver's seat. You can only look so far. It's like you're sitting on a corkscrew. If you turn inside the vehicle clockwise, you slide over to the middle, and if you go counterclockwise, you slide over to the side of the truck, like almost out the window. But you hit a stop point. But it runs and drives and sounds good, and it does do every bit of that 130 mile an hour. There are a lot of those. Did you get the newest one? I'm not for sure which one I got. I think I got this on the itch.io stuff. So, and then what else did I get on there? I got, I can't remember now. What was it? Show category, seating, planners. I got something else too, but I can't remember what it was. A lot of those. The SEMA type tires are funny on that. Yeah, they are. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm old school. Like I said, I'm 35 years old. And I like sidewall. I don't like them. There ain't no sense of having a big old truck with all that rim that you can't take. I call those pavement princesses because they ain't good for nothing except for going down the paved road. I want something I can drive off into a ditch. It ain't going to get stuck. I ain't going to break a rim. And I ain't going to pop the bead off the damn tire. So, like I'm talking, like I like 15-inch rims. And I like the white steel look. You know, and the tires on them that are 33 inches or bigger. Yes, sir. One rock and they are done. But you got to remember, most people that buy those trucks in real life now, and I know I'm going to make a lot of people unhappy because it's not popular, their mommies and daddies are buying them their trucks. So they don't care if they break something because mommy and daddy will buy them another one. Yes, those rubber band tires are useless. But I like big old thick chunky tires. Like I said, you give me an old 70s or 80s half-ton pickup truck, three-quarter-ton pickup truck, or even a one-ton truck. You throw some 15-inch white steel rims sitting on 33s or bigger, man, I'm going to be drooling. Well, and you got to think, Piper, too, on them show trucks, man. They're made for the lights and the cameras and the mirrors. So the more chrome you can throw on those, yeah, of course they serve the purpose of a truck show. If I'm trying to sell product, is try to get it out there for people to use, and because that's what the truck shows are for. It's just like the semi truck shows; they got as much chrome as they can throw on them, but they all still serve a purpose, and that's where I think everybody lost it in these fancy truck shows. And it might not be the popular opinion; it's just mine, but it just drives me nuts to see these big old lifted 4-wheel drive pickups, and they never touch the dirt. Go get you a Mazda. I'll quit ranting about it because I know there are people that like that, and there's nothing wrong with liking that stuff. I'm not calling you weird or nothing. I'm just saying it ain't my thing. Me Automod would be funny, yes it would. With a hitch. Yeah, so I'm not in like 1,200 horsepower. Oh yeah, you got to go over 1,000 horsepower for sure. But back to my other thing, the logging and stuff like that, Farmer Brian. Like you were saying, I know it pays a lot, but my thing is like, I don't know. Like when I think farm simulation, I don't think logging. I think if you're doing anything with logs, you're taking a tree down with a chainsaw, obviously, and making more room for a fence or a field or a barn or something like that. But actually logging, don't get me wrong, that's cool. It's cool that they have so many avenues for it, but it's just like, it doesn't feel like, I guess you're farming the trees. I guess that makes sense. But I've always, even all the way back to when they first brought that out, I think it was it 19 when they brought that out for the first time? And I did it a little bit, and I really didn't, I don't know. It's not, I'm just not a lumberjack, I guess. But we also got to remember they're not catering to just me or you guys. They're catering to a wide community. And, just like them SEMA trucks with them city tires on it, they're catering to everybody. You guys have no idea how excited I am to have all you on here. That's cool. I love a chat going off the rails. Who was the guy who hated the gay horns? I can't remember his last name, but his first name was Thomas Piper. I do remember that, and his little logo beside his name showed a picture of his face. What's a gay horn? I'll show you real quick so we can pay attention, alright? And turn your volume all the way up. I'll get as close to it as I can. You ready for it? 3, 2, 1. That's what it is. We had a young fella on here from. He lived in Idaho, and he lives in Pennsylvania, I think now. And man, he went on a rant. And I don't get me wrong, he was fun to talk to. He really was. And Thomas, if you're out there watching this or you're watching this, we miss you, buddy. Definitely come back on. Not making fun of you whatsoever, but he made me an old Piper. He came on about 20 minutes probably before Piper did. I do believe Piper was deer hunting, and he came on, and that's all. Man, he wanted a modder to make combine horns not sound gay, is what he said. I mean, verbatim. And he went on like a 20-minute stretch just talking about how gay they were. He had me and old Piper just rolling. So we might have to create a hashtag thing or something on Discord about gay horn. If I don't get struck down and restricted and deleted or whatever it is YouTube does for saying that word. Hey, hey buddy, go ahead. I do appreciate you asking. For sure, man. Get your name out there. If you can do that through my channel, by all means. I don't know if you watched the last stream, Sweden. I know you'll definitely hear me talking about it. I don't know if the chat shows up or when it chatted, but if you watch my last stream, you can see when it's towards the end when I'm over on when he really starts. I'm finishing up field 81, I think, and going over to field 60 is when he does it. And he was fun. Like, he straight up came out of left field, and that's how he started the chat. But he did help me figure out why my harvester, he just got the game and he was excited about it. And never played it before, and he was getting a game for Christmas. And he was telling us about that. But then he didn't care much about the horn. So anytime any of you think you don't make a difference in this world, I want you to all know right now, it is the little stuff like that that make people remember you, your name, and you will, I promise you, you will make people's days better, because that was one of those streams, like, you know, me and Sweden are on here talking like usual and everything like that, and we have no problem talking about everything. And, you know, but at certain points after, you know, the 2-hour mark or whatever, it's kind of, all right, what we talk about now kind of thing. So it was one of those streams where it was just getting kind of dragged out and everything like that, and I had to get the stuff finished. And and then this old boy came on, and I mean, just lit it up. He was really, I'd talk to him any day. He made it make horns great again. That's funny. That's how you have fun right there. Make horns great again. But it was specifically the combine horn. I mean, I think this one sounds the same. But it was specifically the combine horn that he was talking about. But no, he was great. His name was Thomas, I do believe. I can't remember. His last name was on there too, but I can't for the life of me remember it. But he subscribed to us and everything like that. And again, if he's out there listening, man, we enjoyed you and we'd love to have you back. Chat with us anytime. Yeah, that's what I was saying. 38. Sweden made that, said that last time too. He said we're growing. See, when I get on YouTube, whenever I do, I'll go to the main deal, and before I go to my channel, it has that little notification icon that says if I have a message or it wants to tell me something. And that's like where I respond to you guys, where it says you sent me a message or put a comment on a video, and I'll respond to it before I even go to my actual channel. And I think it was Sweden. I was pretty sure it was Sweden. He got on there and he was saying, "Wow, you're growing really fast," which gets my heart pumping because I'm like, well. Have you played with YouTube Studio? What do you mean by played with it? It's your best friend. Yeah, no, I look at the YouTube Studio and stuff like that. Like, I don't edit videos or nothing through it, but yeah, I watch the analytics and stuff like that, and I don't get on. That's what I was getting at. I don't. I get on the notifications that I get before I even go into my YouTube Studio, and he's sitting there saying, "Oh, you're growing." Well, I just posted a video that he was commenting on. He's like, "Oh my God, you're growing so fast," and I'm sitting there going, "Oh my goodness," you know, my heart's racing, butterflies in my stomach. They're like, "Oh, I'm going viral and don't even know it yet." You know what I mean? I'm not, but I'm growing comfortably. We'll say that. Like for instance, like this, we're already we're an hour and 5 minutes into the stream, and I've already got 16 views on this. Is what it's showing me right now in the studio. And you know, that's people coming in and out. They might not stay for very long, which is fine. You know, my channel's not made to everybody. And but so I can definitely see the growth, guys. I really can, and it's because of you guys for sure. Because you guys bring just as much content in the chat as I do on the screen. I have an old YouTube channel with a few hundred subs, so I'll direct them to you. Oh, cool, man. You don't have to. Don't feel obligated, but yeah, that'd be sweet. But yeah, so I definitely, again, I definitely see the growth, guys, and I know I sound cliche when I say it, but I do owe a lot of it to you. It's not just me. I need to, because that channel is cringe and I need to delete the videos on it. Oh, it can't be that bad, Piper. Is you talking about the one with your dog? You know, surprisingly, the YouTube Shorts, I think, is where it's at. And what I mean by that, the YouTube Shorts thing is where it's at, I think, because I tell you that my best video on the studio by numbers is a short that I made in the Going Through the Years series. Oh, I appreciate it, Farmer Brian. Thank you. People are sleeping on YouTube Shorts. I promise you, it's not a lot worse than the TikTok videos I posted when I was like... But no, I had that something about a truck where I was doing the donuts in the field, and it's that I think I got 800 views on it. Yeah, you know, if there's only one I did. You know how hard it is to create shorts on Farming Simulator 25 or Farming Simulator period? It's crazy. Like that, I was just being a goofball, and I was like, oh, I got a little bitty snippet of that left. I could try that shorts, because everybody's saying try the shorts. But no, I had fun. I mean, it was just a little bit. I was just being a goofball. I really was. Or how do they say that? I guess showing that I'm vulnerable is how they say it. Make me act like I'm a real person. I like to think I act like a real person. But yeah, no, that was pretty good. So I need to definitely make something like that again, because I had fun making it. But some of that stuff, the way my brain works, some of that stuff, it just doesn't. Like, I'll make gold one time, and then it'll be like 2 months later until I have gold again. You're not the picture perfect YouTuber that little to no original content. You have one, I will try to add you. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying, Piper. Yeah. Sorry, I'm down to these little bitty deals. I'm better than them. Well, I appreciate it. I think you're being nice. But yeah, I didn't want to copy anybody. Like, truth be told, that custom cutting thing, I just use that because that's what we call it. And I know, like, DJ Goham, he did the custom cutting thing, and that was like, oh man, I don't want to be like I'm copying him. So I try to do my own. I've always tried to be, if I'm not going to follow trends, I'm going to set them, you know, and that's why I tell you guys, you know, I might not have 1 million screaming subscribers or whatever, but I would rather have quality over quantity, if that makes sense. Which led to me, you know, not telling family that I'm doing this, just kind of doing it in silence, and if they find out, they find out. Because I wanted it to be organic, you know. Is that a wheelchair emoji or hover around or whatever the heck they call that? Oh, guys, Jesus. But, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, I need to hold it. I want to change this up. I want to let the AI worker work on this one so I can kind of keep up with you guys on there. For a minute, chat was going so fast I couldn't read everybody's, which is a good thing. Get them started, and that way we're doing something. But no, that's why I like live over regular videos is because I can sit here and chat with you guys. So Farmer Brian, how long have you been, you said you've been on playing Farm Sim? Or YouTubing it? Is that, did you say that car is pretty much gone? Just parts pretty much nowadays? Posted your first video 11/5. Alright, so Farm Brian, I've got a little tradition I do here on this channel. Hopefully you're okay with it. Everybody that jumps on here on chat for the first time, I ask them, I kind of get an idea where they're from. You don't have to give me the exact town if you don't want to, but state and general area. I'm always curious where everybody's from. Because Piper's in Wisconsin, Sweden's in Sweden, and like I said, Thomas is in Pennsylvania and Idaho. Tyler, I do believe, is in Arkansas. And so I'm just kind of curious where parts you're from. Kentucky? Heck yeah, buddy. You ain't too close to Kentucky to ballistics, are you? I think he's big enough for everybody to know who that is. That guy's funny. I like watching him. YouTuber in Kentucky I really like, named Kendall Gray. You never heard of Kentucky Ballistics? That guy is actually pretty funny. I don't know his real name, but that's his channel name is Kentucky Ballistics, and he does big bore rifles like elephant guns and stuff like that, and he likes guns that kick really hard. Is his whole thing, and he's pretty funny too. I don't die hard watch him. But he'd be like he'd be equivalent to your Brandon Herrera's. They're all buddies, and that guy in Texas, what's his name? Demolition Ranch, something like. They all hang out. If you've ever heard of any of them, like he's got a gun on there called the 4-bore. Oh my God, it's got 200 pounds of felt recoil when he shoots it. And then he's got one that's bigger than that, and it's like 300 pounds of felt recoil. So it's like a 300-pound man drop kicking you in the shoulder. That's how I spend some of my days. He looks like a bigger version of my friend Stepdad. Well, he's used to be, I do believe, I'm not going to say I know this for a fact, but I do believe he used to be a Kentucky State Trooper. I do believe. Could be wrong. Or definitely in law enforcement. So I think he's talked about it a little bit, but yeah. He makes me laugh. I mean, some of his stuff is just like, I don't know how to say it. Like some of his, it'll make you go, ha ha. So But yeah, definitely, he's definitely worth a look at. There's definitely a lot of comedy there that'll make you laugh, for sure. Oh man, you're in trouble, guys. That Dr. Pepper's empty. Good thing I brought two. You don't like the state troopers, lol? Hey, I've driven a truck before too. I know what you mean. Do you do long haul stuff or local, Brian? And now I'm definitely interested what you drive, because I'm one of those Peterbilt guys, you know. I'm on the bandwagon of that, of course. But I will say I do like some of the old Macs. At your house, do you have a few sheds for cattle and tractors and stuff? Or do you store your stuff outside? No, I've got sheds and stuff. I've got a barn where I've got my race car and one of my tractors stored, and I've got a little garden shed where I house my feed and stuff for my cows, and I keep the four-wheeler in there from time to time. And then I've got a machine shed that has 4 bays in it, and right now it is local now, and I drive a Freightliner with a Landau. I haul heavy. Oh, that's cool. Yes, Sweden, I do have a race car. I haven't raced in over 2 years, but I still got the car. It is what they call a sprint car. If y'all want to kind of see where I'll post 2 pictures on Discord of my back in my racing day stuff. What it is, if you don't know what it is. I always used to play this game about sprint cars when I was little. Oh, really? I guess one's too big, I guess, for me to put on there. So, but the other one, I just posted it on the photos, and it actually shows a picture of me back then too. And it's got my wing sprint car and my non-wing sprint cars and everything like that. Hoping to get out of the truck soon. My district manager asked me to apply and interview for a general manager position and a new location where we are opening. So I hope to get. Oh, that'll be sweet, man. I hope it works out great for you, man. That's pretty sweet, man. So I put the wheelchair emoji on. Oh man. But yeah, so that's what I did for a little bit. And by the time I moved back to Kansas, I kind of stopped doing it because I didn't have the funds to keep doing it. And yeah, I'm excited about it. She loves me, so I think I have a good. Well, that's always you got to flirt with them a little bit. That's pretty cool. I'm excited for you, Brian. I really am. You definitely need to keep up with us and let us know if you get it. You know you got a good chance. We definitely want some solid proof you got it. Oh, okay. I see it. I see what you're saying, Brian. I get it. Well, that's good. There's the work ethic. You don't find that too much anymore these days, so it's really nice to see that. But I try to, because I got that same strong work ethic too where I work. And there's a lot of people that love me for it, and there's a lot of people that hate me for it, believe it or not. And if you got strong work ethic, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll get these guys and gals that don't want to work for what they have, and they just be jealous of you all the time. Man, I'd scream it from the rooftops so I got it, bud. That's not general manager position? Heck yeah. Sounds like old Brian's, when he gets the job, he's buying the first round for everybody. Got that GM money. I'm just kidding, bud. But no, congratulations if you get it. I really do mean that. So yeah, I'm thinking about bringing the BTO series back, and I'm thinking I'm not for sure when it'll be on that new map, and I'll let you, when I figure it out what the name of it is again, I'll let you all know. But I got it off online, but I don't think it's done yet. But it's a 4X map, and it's got a lot of fields. They're not all huge, but they're decent size. They've got your mixture of big, small, and medium, like normal. And it's an American map. I can't remember the word American's in the name of it. And it's like on version 3, like 1.3.0. Oh yeah, I have a couple that hate me because they don't want to work as hard as I. Yeah, and that's the only. They have no reason to hate you, Brian, except for that reason right there. Is because you make them have to work harder to shine. They have to get on your level for them to get anything, and they don't want to have to work that hard. There are some people out there that just work just enough to get by, and they're happy with that. And if you're anything like me, I don't work that way. Just like on this game play here, I bring my work ethic to the game. I don't want to cheat money or anything like that. Like, I want to legitimately try to own this whole map through work and not cheat codes. Even though it's tempting, it is. But on this series, now don't get me wrong, I'll do it on other series, depending on what it's about. But this series, owning the map, I want to do it 100%. That way, if you don't have a mod that you can cheat money or do the government the stuff, I think that's what it is, Farmer Brian. U.S. Flatlands. And that's what I'm thinking. If you happen to download it or whatever and see what you think. I'm thinking about that. It's going to be the new BTO map, but I'm not for sure. I'm going to wait and see, what's out there at that time. But that's going to be one. I want to try to pick probably 3 maps that I find from here till, not so distant future. And I want to pick the best one. I might make a poll out of it once I figure that out. Piper might have to help me with that, but make a poll and see what people think. Because we do need another series back again of I don't cheat money. I just make things go faster and hold more. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Same work if you can go faster and hold more, I guess. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have the brains of the family, so I how do you say? I don't know how to change all that stuff. I've seen people do it, but I don't know how to do it. Okay, yeah, it's a decent map. It's wide. The only thing I don't like about it, the trees don't. There's not enough trees on that map. I mean, it's got trees and they're bunched together in little sections, but it doesn't look organic. Like it naturally grew that way, if that makes sense. And I'm for sure it's not done yet. There'll probably be more versions, but I was driving around it in that Dodge 1-ton that I downloaded, and that's how I found out the problems with it, because I wanted to see if it would fall through the map like that 2016 F350, the SEMA truck we were talking about earlier. That's what you were, yeah, that's what I was trying to explain, or think of the word, edit in the XMLs. Yeah, I don't know how to do all that, or I kind of have an idea, I just don't want to mess something up, screw the game up. So you kind of like how old DJ does his stuff. He does the fast farming and then holding 1,000,000 liters or whatever in the hoppers. You got a question? Shoot, buddy. What you got? No, I don't live in the middle of town. I live 3.5 miles as a crow flies outside of town. Yeah, yeah. It's only about a 5-minute drive to town. But yeah, I have to drive. There's a half, 1 mile, 2 miles. There's 3.5 miles to the paved road, and then I have to drive a total of 5 miles to get to town. But if we go as a crow flies, it's only about 3.5 miles. See, I want to do a big map like that, Farmer Brian, and we might have to, if you're up for it one day, we might have to do some off-camera stuff and link up and do a big old map like that, because I think that would be fun. I don't know how well it would work, maybe doing a live stream one day, but I like doing them big maps. I gotta first and see if it ain't gonna destroy my computer, because I got a decent computer, but I don't know if it's the greatest thing out there to handle them big old maps. But I do like, I like doing the, my thing that I like doing, and it shows with my 22 series stuff, with the going through the years. I like doing about the, I want to say probably the mid 70s through probably right up to 2000 style of equipment. The big stuff, the small stuff, anything like that. That's my genre. And what was around when I was learning to drive tractors and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm drawn to. But I try to, do modern stuff also, for my, because most of my viewers are young. But even though they're young, they still kind of have that older mindset and stuff too, farm kids. Yeah, that was what I was figuring out. That's why the BTO series was just a live stream series for the most part. I think I made one episode on it. And if you go back and check the BTO series out, you'll understand why that map, even though it was only a 4X, the fields were massive. I can't remember now how big the big field was, but I want to say it was a couple 100 acres. But that map had, square mile fields on it pretty much, over 600 acre fields. But yeah, so as far as I know, like on the in real life stuff, I've got that calf on the ground, and it's doing well. It's eating and everything like that, and it's got its own personality already. And then I've got two more that I'm ready to hey, first time catching the stream, talking work ethic and realism and good old tractors, all the things I'm about. Well, I'm glad to have you, Casper. Definitely glad to have you. We don't get it right all the time, but we're definitely opinionated. Glad to have you, buddy. I'm glad you could join in and chat with us, man. It's a good night, guys. But yeah, I know I got two more heifers that are probably going to be due anytime from between now and the end of January, I'm thinking. Got a young bull, so I don't know if he's got it all figured out yet. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. Other than that, the live streams and hopefully get back to normal and can get some stuff going on it for sure. And like I said at the beginning of the year, all you guys, want to get on here and we can do a server of some sort. I'm going to keep my series to a 4X map for now on, but I will definitely get on a 16X map with you and do live videos. I have never done that live, but I can start. Yeah, we'll just take it easy there, Farmer Brian, and go with the flow on it, get on there one of these days. And what am I going to do with the baby bull? I am going to, I ain't figured that out yet. I have a couple of ideas. Most likely what's going to happen, I'll end up cutting him and turning him into a steer. And get him big to about what we call the 4 or 5 weight, which means 400 or 500 pounds, and then take him to the sale barn and then sell him. That's how you kind of make your money. But it's nice because I've been working on this for my farm for 2 years now, and I've dropped the first calf from my own herd. And I've got all my bulls and all my heifers. I got them all when they were 100, 150 pounds, and I raised them up. And the one that just had the calf is 2 years and a month old. And I want to say she's probably around the 1,500 pounds range. I think that's what she was when she was pregnant. I don't know how much she is now. I'd have to weigh her again, but so it's pretty cool. That's starting to grow, and this is starting to grow. So I've got a lot of not to sound weird or nothing to you guys. I would. It's kind of almost on an emotional level how well things are doing stuff, because you do all that hard work and it's finally starting to pay off, and you're seeing the fruits of your labor, and if you're not ready for it, it really hits you in the feels. Not to sound like a hippie or nothing like that, but that's how it is. And I can't wait till all you get to experience that too, especially you young guys. How much would that sell for? Sweden, 4 or 5 weight. I haven't looked at the. Let me look here. I can actually look that up on an app I've got, or get general ballpark. My markets, the closest one to me. Feeder steers. 4 weight. Probably looking, to be honest with you, Sweden, probably looking at, if I get that. Yes, that's the pic. I sent him the car. It's got the 2 cars and then my face on it. Man, they changed this up on me. I can't remember how to read it. Well, that ain't right. Something's wrong here. But anyway, it's just it'd probably be about your team name or your first name or something. That is actually my last name, Piper. And that's the price. What I'm looking at. Let's see here. Once the price range dropped out of the really bad, I want to say it should be around the $2 and map looks good. I might have to move my $20 million cattle challenge to it. Heck yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm glad that's a good map. I was thinking, I thought it was a decent map. I was like, I didn't know if it was complete or not. He acts like he's still working on it. But it'd probably be 4 or 5 weight. It should be around $1,000 or more, I would think. The prices that I'm seeing on that app weren't making sense to me because they got them in bundles, like 4 or 5 head here and there, Sweden. So, and they said the average total price was like $1,500. So I don't know if they're meaning for it said average, so that tells me per head. But the way it was being put out there, Sweden, that's what it was for the whole group. So that's why I was wondering what was going on with it. But yeah, so cattle prices are pretty good right now. And, you know, all good things must come to an end, so what goes up must come down. The prices on cattle have got to break sometime. $16X map I was doing on 22. It was a Huron. Oh yeah, the Michigan maps were really big on there, Farmer Brian. Definitely, they were huge. You know the one I never did on 22 that I wanted to do and just never did it? I wanted to try that Tahitian County. I don't know if y'all remember that or not, but I don't, Brian. I agree. I don't like the 2X maps. Like this one, I will say this Riverbend Springs is probably the best 2X map I've played in a long time because it feels bigger than a 2X. And I don't know if that's just because the amount of trees and the winding roads that makes it take a long time, but I honestly, this is about the only 2X map I've ever enjoyed. The very first U.S. based, what was that? The very first map you got on 22. I liked it, but I like this one better. So everybody else on this chat that's been playing 22 or 25, what is your favorite map? Yeah, Elm Creek is what it was. They had a 4X version of Elm Creek. That would be sweet. I didn't know that. Am I eating? No, Sweden, I'm not. You haven't played any others? Okay, so out of all the farm sim games you guys have played, we'll do this. What is your favorite map of all time? Don't matter what year it is. Elm Creek, edit by Stevie. Okay. I have to look at that. Because I still got 22 downloaded and all that. I just ain't been on it since 25's been out. Which I was kind of worried about that. FS19 base game American map. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about, I think. Probably the Fellsbrunn map. Fellsbrunn is pretty good. I had a little shop set up. I'm still on Riverbend, loving it. Haven't played since 19. Got more home time now. Heck yeah, man. All right, Casper, I got to do something for you too since you're chatting. You don't have to give exact location, I get it. But I'm kind of curious where everybody comes from, if you don't mind. You know, what state and kind of general area. You don't have to give an exact if you don't want to. I just kind of like knowing where everybody's located at. Kind of get to know my fans a little bit more, or my community. My favorite map is on 22. It's a 64X map called New Huron 64. Northern Wisconsin. Oh, you're up there by Piper then. Piper's up there in Wisconsin. Look at there, Piper. See? Wisconsin's more popular than you give it credit for. Well, that's pretty cool, Casper. I'm glad to have you, man. Yeah, we're all over the place. We've got Sweden over in Sweden, you two in Wisconsin. You know, we're all over the map, and that makes me feel good. Farmer Brian's in Kentucky. The other guy was in, the gay horn guy. He was in Idaho and Pennsylvania. Casper is your bud now. Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, sorry if it feels weird to get asked that. I'm curious because I'm always proud to tell when I go all over this country, all over this world. I'm always proud to tell people where I'm from. So definitely glad to have every one of you. Now, Sweden, I know you told me your hometown and kind of where it's about at, and I ain't going to for the life of me try to pronounce it. But I know I got on my phone and looked it up, and I seen what you're talking about, and that is pretty country over there. Can't use the helper to drive anywhere on the U.S. flat map? Ooh. Hey, Piper does the same thing, Casper. It must be a Wisconsin thing. I'm just kidding. I remember yours. It looks like a FS map, to be honest. What you mean, Piper? I'm lost. Oh, my hometown? Yeah, it's definitely it's all flat, ain't it? We got trees, but they're all hedgerows. Yeah, my hometown is Udall, Kansas. Be south central Kansas area, south of Wichita. What was it you were telling me the other day, Sweden, when you were on here? We were chatting, and you told me something, and I pronounced it, and you're like, that is the most American way I've ever heard that sound. He made fun of me pretty much the rest of the night. See, I don't remember a lot, but I remember the little things. Probably need to quit remembering some stuff like that and be able to retain more. But yeah, Casper, there's a lot of people that will watch me and kind of, I'll be humble and probably say my chat and my talking is probably a little bit more better than what I actually put on the screen. So a lot of people will play along and just kind of listen to me babble on about nonsense. But a little nonsense is okay from time to time. I remember it, but not what I said. Yeah, what was it? I think we were talking about energy drinks that night, Sweden. And we were asking what, Uncle still got Grandpa's farm. We just fatten them up for the summer, butcher before the snow, and 60 acres. Hey, that's a heck of a little plot there, bud. 60 acres anymore with the way prices are ain't nothing to shake a stick at. It's a lot. 60 acres is more than I got, I can tell you that much. Yeah, I'm just starting out and I'm building from the ground up, Casper. I've only got I've got 8 head now since I put a bull on the ground. But I started out with my 7. I actually had 2 before. They were some Simmental Angus mixes, and we fattened them up. We took them from, I want to say they were probably, I think 200 pounds. And I bought them for as a pair, I bought them for a couple $100, and we ended up selling them for, can't remember how much they weighed, but we ended up selling them for just shy of $2,000. So we made some money on them, which helped buy some more and getting all the vaccinations and stuff for everything. So I'm just kind of slowly building. I'm not big by no means, or not going to claim to be. I know enough about it to get me by and get me into trouble. So, but we're slowly but surely growing. So I'm hoping by the spring we'll have some, 4 or 5 weights to get sold and make some money. And because I have a full-time job too. Sell hay mostly now. Grandpa used to do way more. We got all work more now. I love it. Memories and stuff. Man, I was actually on the phone with my old man the other day, and we were talking about it and what I was going to do, and he was kind of telling me, I kind of did I want to do a ranch, or did I want to do a like a feeder, and he says, and there ain't a law that says you can't do both. And he goes, but usually you'll find the guys that do both, they had money before, so they were already rich and was able to afford it. So he said, don't get discouraged if you can't do both right off the bat. But he kept saying, man, you got to dream big. If that's what you want to do, you got to go, and put your nose to the grindstone and make it work. So I'm slowly but surely, I'm kind of pretty much just doing the feeder side of the house and hopefully grow it into a ranch is my goal. But land's starting to get really, really expensive, as y'all know, and it's just like on this map here that we're playing on. Man, I'd love to own the map already so we can move on to bigger and better things, but it takes a lot of work to get more. Well, thanks. I appreciate it, Casper. I really do. It's a lot of work. What's my job in real life? All right. Do y'all really want to know? My job in real life is I work at a meat packing plant. It's kind of ironic, really. I work down in the cattle pen area, and I can do every job down there, from unloading trucks to running the floor to even being the guy that puts the hole in the old head. So not a lot of people don't like that, so I don't really tell it a lot, but it's kind of it's one of those things, you got to feed America. And even Sweden probably eats, if he's ever bought hamburger or steaks or anything like that, or his family has, there might be a chance that some of the cows I had, I'm not doing the packing, bud. I'm definitely not doing the packing. But even Sweden's probably had, if he's ever had a steak or ground burger or anything like that, there's a chance it's actually came from, not a slim chance, but there is a chance that it's actually came from me, because we do one of our programs is called EU, and it's for European stuff. So everything over there, so we send meat overseas to them too. Does it stink in there? I've gone nose blind to it, and if you work around cattle, you kind of go nose blind to the smell real quick. And oh shit, I wasn't even paying attention. We're done with this, Phil. We can move on to bigger and better things. But no, you smell it, but it's like I come home and I have to clean my truck out every so often because I got cow crap all over my pant legs and everything like that. But it's just something you get used to. The starting wage where I work is $20.50 an hour. Once you get qualified at a job, I think they start you out at 18 something as a trainee, and then once you get qualified at your job, I think if I remember how it works, it's they jump you up to, in my department, it's $20.50 an hour. My family mostly buys Swedish meat, but I've probably eaten American meat. Yeah, the stuff we'll be sending over will be it'll be 100% Angus. So, like I said, I don't know how they would package it for over there, but we do a lot of stuff for Walmart meat. So if you've ever bought meat from Walmart, you guys might have got some of it up there in Wisconsin. I can't guarantee nothing, but for sure it kind of gets shipped all over. And it's not, believe it or not, it's not bad stuff, because I buy some of it, and I'm pretty particular when it comes to steaks and everything like that. And we do pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, so the home, doing the ranching at the house, well, you can't really call it a ranch, but doing the cattle at the house and then working in the meat packing plant is, is kind of like when I started this series. My very first series was the ranch, or just ranching. That's kind of the idea behind it. Is it a brand, or do you sell it to people who put their label on? I honestly don't know how that works. We got our own brand on how we do it, and but I don't know how they package it for, like, your European stuff, or how Walmart does it. I was running a reefer truck. I hauled some meat products, but definitely a lot of craft products like cheese and all types of shit, really. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've never ran a reefer truck, or a reefer trailer. I mean, the only thing I did in my trucking career that I had was Farmer Brian, to be able to get talking to you more about the truck and stuff. But I ran a old Peterbilt, had the 3406 cat motor in it, and I hauled a 25 ton belly dump rock trailer. And what I did was I run around Oklahoma and all those oil well pads that they're getting ready to drill with that big old thick crushed rock. We would make the pads for them. So I'd just be all day from the quarry to the pads wherever they're being built, back and forth all week, and have the weekends off is how I, and I got paid. I want to say, man, that was years ago. Can't remember now how they paid me, but it was a certain percentage of what I hauled. I want to say it was like 18 or 20% of what I hauled. Looking at the picture, you look like a guy my dad would drink beer with. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely a good time drinking beer, for sure. I get silly funny like Bugs Bunny, for sure. Sad to say, I feel old. I say that not knowing if everybody knows who Bugs Bunny is. I tell everybody. This is what I look like now. That's hilarious. I ended up doing similar things back in North Dakota. Switched to the road construction. Now we're running a warehouse up here, living home again. Yeah. That's kind of what I look like now. Well, except for I kind of got the full patchy beard going. I made my character to kind of look similar to me. I can't get it right, obviously. Now there it looks like I got brown hair, but same haircut style and everything. But I think my belly might be just a little bit bigger than his. You gotta have the beer belly when you get my age. Or the dad bod, as they call it. Haven't done any cab yet for a little bit. Switch it up here just a little. I like being nosy and looking around at the small details in the cab. The way I got, I hit a tree. Man, he's got some speakers in here, don't he? Or is that the air conditioning stuff? Yeah, that's got to be the... It's got an option for a sunroof, I think. I wonder if there's a button that opens that up. This is why we need to have interactive controls in the tractors. We had them in 22 in some of the tractors. They need to be putting that in base game. Yeah, that's the only thing. Do you know what graphics card you have? Oh, man, you had to ask that. I honestly don't know. You're asking me stuff. Oh, hold on just a second. My lights are turned off on my tower. Let me see if I can look in there. And is that something it'll say inside there? I still got the box and stuff downstairs in the office, but I don't know. It was an updated. It was a. Oh, what was it? I used to know this. I honestly don't know, Piper. All I can tell you off the top of my head is it is a. My computer is a. I bought my PC. I went to Best Buy and bought it. It's a. It's a Predator. What is that? 5,000. Predator 5,000, I think. Just the stickers on the front. It says Intel Core i7. My computer did an update, so now the lights aren't on, so I got to actually go back in and turn the lights on. Like I said, I don't know if it's a top of the line PC by no means, but it's it's been pretty good and works great for me. Like all my graphics and everything on the game are set up to the highest setting and everything like that, and I don't have no problems. It might be the 7,000. I don't know. It's like 5,000 or 7,000. Yeah, it said something about it. Definitely, that's what I was looking at for on the inside. As I said about G-force on the inside. G-force RTX. I don't know if that's Spanish to me, so I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you, bud. Oh, that's another thing I want to ask you guys. When you're playing on your normal games, it might be a 4070. Is that good? Oh, when you guys are playing on your own little, your own servers or whatever it is, what do you guys like out on the? It's going to be a weird question, but what do you all do for your time? Like, do you do it at normal time, real time, or do you do like? Cause me, on the size of the fields and everything, how long I think it should take, I do 2 times. And I always thought that was that was pretty realistic, You play 5X. See, I started out like that, but I always thought that was a little, especially when you're only playing 1 day calendar months. It always seemed like that was a little fast, and you had too much land. The BTO series is really what taught me about the 2X and times everything like that, because them fields were so big, they would literally, that size of field would take you a good little bit, but, it shouldn't take you all day. 1X, 2X. Okay. So I'm right around generally in the ballpark about what everybody's kind of going for. I didn't want to be an odd duck, Man, these hills are killing my track. We need to get more horsepower on the farm, that's for sure. I don't know if we need more red or green on the farm, but we definitely need more horsepower. But like, for instance, like 2X, when we started this stream, we're over there and we've already done, can't remember what time in the game we started. Yeah, I get that. That's what I was doing on the BTO series, and that's why I figured out the 2X on the time was good, Casper. But I feel like, this is our 3rd field we've done on the stream. We've been going, my counter says 2 hours and 12 minutes, and we've gotten 3 fields done. And I feel, and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon in game, so I feel like that's pretty accurate. Like I said, it was a stupid question. I'm just kind of curious where everybody was at on it, and I try to stay as close to the realism as I can. Don't get me wrong, I do a little goofy stuff every now and then. Now the BTO series, since 25 is evidently going to be out for a few years, I started BTO series late on the other one. If we start that up again, hey Thomas, we were just talking about you, man. Thomas is in the house, guys. We were actually talking about them old horns you don't like. I've been telling everybody about them damn combine horns. But the BTO map, we're probably going to do a couple. We'll be doing probably more than 1 day months, just for the fact of how long it'll take, and then harvesting and planting and all of that. Because you get too many maps, 2 days just isn't enough. Hashtag make horns great again. You was wondering why your ears were ringing? Well, they were definitely burning for sure, because we were telling everybody we got a couple new people in on tonight, and we were telling everybody about you, buddy. How you doing this week? You still need my 3,000 times speed or 30,000 times speed? Oh yeah, I understand that for sure. Anymore, especially after that last stream of speed through the time, I almost would rather do the time speed than sitting there waiting for the clouds to go by and everything. Yes, because winter is rough. But on 22, they had a deal where you could go on vacation. It was like sleep, but it was vacation for so you could skip a couple months. And I hope they bring that to 25. I'm doing good, just laying in my bed relaxing. Well, that's good, Thomas. I'm really happy you joined in again today. I really am. Is Pennsylvania getting cold for you yet? No, and I got some bad news for you too, Thomas, by the way. It ain't just the combines. They're in this tractor too. Oh, I can't sound the horn on this because I'm not driving it. I was like, man, I'm not hearing it now. I wonder if something went buggy on me. And I was like, oh yeah, I got AI workers. Oh man, we gotta stop real quick. I just seen something. Go ahead and discontinue that. Oh, okay. Well, that's weird. Maybe I need to take that. That's why. If you look at the repair bar, it's at empty, so it's the tractor or yeah, it does sting of snow, but it's about it. But I know more's coming. Yeah, it's that time of year. Yeah, it does. Doing XML editing on the US flat map? Heck yeah, buddy. You know, if we ever link up and get on a server or something like that, you're gonna have to kind of walk me through and teach me how to do all that stuff. That's probably something I need to learn. Yep, the school buses for sure. The school buses that run all year long and there ain't a damn kid on them. Wasting taxpayer money and diesel and pay. The new style's hard to learn for you. Yeah, they are everywhere. Oh, I got sidetracked. What we're doing, guys, is we're going to take this over and repair it. Well, we got the money. Excuse me, ma'am. Okay, so what's it going to cost to repair that? $2,600. So we'll repair it. And then this, $855 to repair. So we must have lost a couple shanks or whatever on it. Alright, now we should be good. Paint condition sucks on them all, but let's be honest, paint don't get the job done. It can be rust color for all I care as long as it's held together. Alright. I got to talking and didn't notice that. Coming through. Me and my gay horn. No cop, no stop. Diesel's expensive. Don't want to wind the old tractor down and up. Oh, come on, school bus with no kids on it. Real quick while I'm here, what do y'all think of the because I'm actually, believe it or not to sound like a fanboy, but I am in love with the new the way the animals look. Like, they did a good job on that, and I don't know, y'all think the same? Like, even the cows in the different stages. Find my run button here. Where's the cows at? See if we can't get gored by a bull or something. There we are. Like, they look really good. Oh yeah, Sweden for sure. For sure. And I like that they did that. It's almost like the expandable pastures mod in 22, and where they eat the grass and everything like that. That being base game, that's what's sweet for me, and that's what's got me excited to do kind of like a ranching series too. But there's a lot of people that have their own little style ranch, so I have to watch. It's weird how the yellow bar is that. By the fuel bar is low. Yeah, that's really cool, Casper. Thomas, what are you seeing that I didn't see? The yellow bar, it's by the fuel bar. Well, let me jump back in here and take a look. Oh, that's the fuel bar. The blue bar is your repair bar, and the yellow is your fuel. And it'd probably be green if it was full, so we're going to be getting some fuel in this pretty quick. Probably got enough in there to finish this field out, though, for sure. Got another woman in there, no shit. We're going to definitely count. If they're going to keep giving us women AI workers, we're definitely going to have to come up with a name for them. Because, we can't be calling a woman Leroy. Good old Leroy. Ground textures are amazing. Glad to see that. No, they really did a bang-up job on this game. Hats off to them. We really, we can sit here and nitpick and complain about stuff all day, but we really, compared to what it used to be, we ain't got nothing to complain about. Not a darn thing. And the game's still in its infancy, too, on the 25 version, so we already got our minds blown with what's come out, so, imagine what they're still going to bring out. Yeah, and Casper, the different stages of growth for cattle, that is, for anything really, because I did it with all the animals, but me being a cattle guy, it's just amazing to me. They really are starting to make it realistic. Now, if there was to throw some VR mods in here, where I could put a headset on and play it as I'm going, and turn and look instead of hitting a button and doing it, they'd have me for life. They already have me for life, to be honest. Let's not kid ourselves, but VR, oh yeah, that would make this game. Now, I did watch a guy on Twitch, and I can't for the life of me remember. I know he was foreign, like I'm saying, he's probably from Ireland, Scotland, or something like that. And he's got kind of he's got a rig. Now, when I say rig, I mean he's got the controls, everything, the screen that wraps around him, and he spent a pretty penny on it. Hey, Piper, thanks for stopping by, bud. I really appreciate all your help, and thank you with the Discord. But he had a rig, and I was watching him for a little bit, and just the fact that he had that is what kept me. It wasn't really his content, but it was just I was in awe at his rig. So I thought that was pretty cool. And that would be nice too one day. But I ain't gonna sit there and that's definitely a pretty penny. That is too much, LL. As much money as he spent on that, I'm just guessing. I'm sure he got, his sponsors or, people that his advertisements and stuff like that helped out with that. But if he had to actually come out of that with his own, pocket, it'd almost probably been cheaper to, actually buy the farm and stuff. Yeah, I figured and that's what I figured he did. If you're going to be doing American Truck Simulator with them expansive maps, and you're going to be actually doing it realistic and sitting in the truck for that long period of time, yeah, I could see making it like that. But then again, I can't talk because I've got the actual farm sim, steering wheel, pedal, joystick, buttons, and everything like that. So I'm just not as extravagant as this guy. But it does make it easier. Somebody gave me a comment on one of my videos saying, yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying, Sweden, is it's cheaper just to buy the truck when it's all said and done. But somebody said, they were asking if I played on a wheel or a controller because they noticed when I turn, it's smoother. And I said, yeah, it's on a wheel. And so that kind of makes me feel a little better about when I do stuff and purchase stuff for this game, when people notice that. Like, oh, so it wasn't a waste of money. People actually notice. Oh, the old lights are coming on. Lights are another thing that's good in this game, the way they make them realistic. That's a lot better than it was in 22 for sure, and definitely better than it was in 19. That'd make a good thumbnail right there. Does anybody know when they are going to come out with a better plow for this game? Has anybody heard anything about it? I know we got that Summers mod in here. I'm talking like base game. You know, like something like this, but wider without the cultivation part on it. Like a deep ripper. Because I know I sound stupid, but I cannot stand them. Well, they got 4 bottom, 3 bottom, you know, the angled stuff. I can't cut a straight line with those things to save my life. And it is crazy. I'm watching the channel live on my phone, and it's amazing how dark it looks on that screen compared to what it looks like on my computer screen. Is that a YouTube thing? Hey, Sweden, thank you for showing up, man. I appreciate it every time you come out. I'm glad to have you here, and glad you could join us and laugh and join the Discord and everything like that. So appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. We're probably going to all just finish up this field and probably cut the live stream short tonight. Probably be pretty close to a 3-hour stream by the time it's all said and done. So I do appreciate it, guys. We get into bigger and better fields, you know, or more of them, I would say. They're not really much bigger. You know, we'll have a lot more going on, and it won't just be harvesting, rinse, wash, and repeat. We'll have several things going on, and that it'll be a little bit more exciting. But hopefully the chat content stays the same. That's my goal anyway for my channel. But I like to say, you know, everybody on here, you know, I appreciate y'all, and I'm glad you stumbled on this channel too, Brian. Hopefully we can, you know, we can go for years, buddy. I have faith in you. You're going to be good. And like I said, when I get off here, I'll definitely come check your channel out, and I'll definitely subscribe and like some of your stuff too, because that's, as you know, that's the biggest help that a channel could ask for. And the great thing about it is it's free. All you got to do is click a button. It doesn't cost nothing. You get to help people out. So I'm all about keeping that you know, that small. It's kind of like the, you know, small towns we live in, you know, and everything like that. You support local, man. And I'm glad I had all. Casper, you too, buddy. You too. I know a lot of people probably say that, but I actually genuinely mean it when I say, you know, I appreciate every one of you. And that's why I make a point at the end of all of my videos. I know I don't get it perfect all the time and do it every time. For the most, though, every video at the end I'll say, you know, we're not here for a long time, we're here for a good time. You know, and I appreciate every one of you, because without you there's no me, you know, so I actually genuinely mean it. But I'm one of them old timer guys that, well, I'm not old, but I've got the old school mentality. I want everybody to succeed. You know, I know not everybody's going to, but if I can lay my head down at night and be happy with what I did that day and help somebody out, hell yeah, buddy. Any day of the damn week, I'm going to do it. Whether it benefits me or not, because I want everybody to succeed. And I think if a lot of people thought that way, the world would be a lot better place. You have 29 subscribers and your biggest video has 438 views. You're doing really good, buddy. I want to say my biggest one off the top of my, if you don't count that short that I did, that short has 800. But I don't really count those because it was just me dicking off pretty much and being funny. And I think the video was 10-15 seconds long. But my best view one I want to say is the 360. So you're already ahead of the game on compared to me, buddy. That's really good. That ain't, I know how hard it is to get that stuff, so that ain't nothing to shake a stick at. So you definitely hang your hat on that one. I hope to be talking to you in your ear and you're talking about a video getting 4,380 views. That's what I want to see. But so to be real, is if you're doing that good already in a year, we're going to be talking about 4,380,000 views. Changing the views here because I'm watching it how dark it is on the actual stream, and I want to see if the end cap makes it any brighter for the screen. Man, I didn't realize I was that far behind on the live stream. Holy crap. Alright, getting ready to change over just a second. Yeah, it's kind of not any better. Just weird how the brightness level changes. I've always heard YouTube's pretty at night on the stuff. YouTube's pretty dull on the brightness screen. So I apologize for that. Like I said, we're going to finish this field up, which ain't too awful far to go, and then we'll probably jump off here for tonight. But that'll still be another 10-15 minutes or so, I'm guessing. Which really works out because I've been drinking a couple of Dr. Peppers, and it's going through me if you catch my drift. It was a farm bill. People usually like them. Yeah, I'm still trying to kind of figure out that I don't like using the word algorithm. It looks good on your TV. It ain't too dark. Because I'm just looking at it from my phone, and it it's pretty dark in that screen. Of course, it's a smaller screen. But yeah, so I'm kind of learning what, keywords and everything like that, because let's face it, once you figure out the keywords, it becomes pretty easy. I don't really classify that as cheating, but because you're doing what you got to do to survive and, be relevant. even if you're trying to be original and everything like that. So it does help kind of follow in that guideline, and then kind of going off on your own little personal tangent that makes you different from everybody else. The tractor looks a little skinny on my screen. Okay, so I've heard this before, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly what it is. It's my aspect ratio that I run with OBS, and Farmer Brian or anybody else that knows, feel free to speak up. I'm rocking a curved screen. I can't remember what it is. It's an Omen. Can't remember what size, but it's a curved screen. And so on YouTube, to get it in that, yeah, Thomas, you're right. To get it down to that square, was 9x16 or whatever it is for YouTube standards, it's got to compress my screen. So that's why it's a little compressed. Now when I could do it in 4K and do it that way, but then you see the black bars on top and bottom, and it's not the full screen. Hey, it might be skinny, guys, but it can go for hours. Yeah, so that's what that is something about read it out loud. Somebody's got to go pee-pee. Yeah, that's so yeah, that's the only thing I can think of that's causing it. And I was telling Piper, I think I was telling that, and he's like, yeah, that's probably what it is. So if anybody knows how to change that, then I'm all ears. That's why I didn't get one like that. I have 3 32-inch curve monitors. I want to say this is a 32-inch. Pretty sure it is. Well, Thomas, you're right. I could pee in a bottle. I very well could do that. Problem is, I don't have a bottle near me. The only thing I got is my cowboy boots, and I don't really want to pee in them because them are my good pair. Just got back home from eating out, and I have them right beside. I just kicked them off while I was on stream. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I'm out in the woods or something like that, I'll tear a shirt sleeve off, to go number 2, but I don't know if I want to pee in my boots. Now, Brian, let me ask you this. On your monitors, do you play the game on just one of them? Or do you got it stretched out to where it all goes to all 3, so you kind of get more of your side view and everything too? I can't remember what the terminology is I'm looking for on that. Where all 3 monitors are linked together and hooked, playing a game on them. Because I got my curved monitor, and then I've got another monitor that's just an old, to be honest with you, it's just an old Emerson TV. It's got an HDMI plug-in, and that's where I run my OBS and the chat on and everything like that. Oh, okay. Man, that would be pretty slick to do. I've been telling everybody I wanted to get at least another screen. It would definitely be helpful. Because right now what I do is on my screen, hold on real quick. Wear cowboy boots. I don't have arch on my. I don't have on my foot, so I can't wear cowboy boots. But I wish I could. I like the way they look. Thomas, I'm sure they make something for that. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure on your situation on your feet and stuff like that, 100%. But, you know, but man, that sucks because I think cowboy boots are comfy. I don't own a pair of tennis shoes at all. Like I'm not an NBA star, so I don't wear tennis shoes. I got the old shit kicker specials. Do the game on one. Okay, yeah. So I got what I like. I'm doing on mine. It's kind of like you doing on yours, except for minus the screen. Brian is. I do the Discord. I didn't know nothing about this. I've heard of it, but I didn't know what Discord was, and I just got it on my phone, and doing it that way, and then I've got OBS running, and then on the docs on OBS is where I've got the chat and the YouTube live control panel for the studio, and I've got those and mini screens on that and swapped out. Just posted your picture set up on your Discord. Okay, I might have to do that too on mine. Might have to get all the Dr. Pepper and NOS cans and Coors bottles off mine, but before I take a picture of that. But that's something I wanted to do too, is kind of show everybody what I'm rocking myself. I mean, not trying to do it to flex, but I get a lot of questions about what I've got and everything and how my setup is. Don't forget to repair the tractor before you get off. We repaired it already. I stopped in the middle of this field, Thomas. Yeah, the blue bar is the repair. So we're probably not 100% anymore. Yeah, Brian, I've heard a lot of people do that. I've never tried it. I used to play, when I started playing Farm Sim, I played 17 right at the end before 19 came out, so I didn't play 17 enough to say, hey, I played 17 all the time, you know. But it was right at the end, and then I bought 19 and 22, and I was playing it on the console on the PS4. And it wasn't till this year that I've got my PC, because I wanted to stream and stuff like that for pretty much this purpose right here, live streaming and everything. Okay, yeah, Thomas, we'll do that for sure, buddy. There's actually a gas station on the way home. But I got it for the live streaming and talking to people and everything like that, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. But yeah, so I played with the PlayStation remote controller forever, it seemed like, and it wasn't too bad. But there towards the end, I did get the steering wheel and stuff for the PlayStation, and it worked, but not all the buttons, you know, all the key bindings and stuff like that I had a hard time with. So that was another reason for the PC, because I wanted to actually use the buttons. And now that I got the PC, let's be honest, I need to spend a day, honestly, and get on here and actually set the buttons to what I want them to be. Heck yeah, buddy. So you built yours from scratch, straight up, huh? I've never built one. I always thought that would be cool because I'm a tinkerer. You know, when it comes to engines and stuff like that, I love messing with them. But when it comes to like computers and stuff like that, I like learning them, but I do use my iPad Pro with the sim. Now that's what I want to get. I have not got that far. I don't own an iPad, but I thought about getting one, just for that reason. Because I think that would be cool on my. That's kind of one thing I think would be cool for my setup. I'm playing Xbox controller on my laptop, sitting in the lazy boy, watching the stream on the big screen, chilling. Hell yeah, buddy, that's awesome. There ain't a damn thing wrong with that. Not at all. It was not hard as I thought it would be to build. Yeah, that's about anything. Like Sweden on here, when I first started and everything like that, and he was chatting with me, I actually helped him just by talking to him. He has this moped and everything like that, and he was having problems with it, and I was able to help him, and I kind of told him the same thing. I mean, he knows enough to get him around from the way he talks and everything like that, but he was just kind of like his young age, he was kind of seemed like maybe unsure and didn't want to mess nothing up, which I get. We've all been there. And I told him, I was like, no, you just this, and this, and he ended up getting running too good, evidently, because it broke down. I don't know if he fried the rings or what, but says he's going to have to look at it after it gets back warm, because he should be going into his winter months, and they're a lot worse over there in Sweden than they are here. I don't think he wants to be traveling down the road on his moped. I guess I got another question for you, Farmer Brian. How do you feel about Twitch? Have you ever thought about dabbling over there at all? Because I looked at it, and Sweden told me to, he thinks for live stream stuff like that, it could grow an audience pretty quick too. But I'd be all honest with you, I'm old school, so all I know is YouTube. But I've got Twitch. I'm not subscribed or subbed to anybody, but some of the stuff I watch there, like, let's be honest, some of them ones that they're getting views is because they're, and I hate to sound like this because it's going to make me sound really bad, but we're all thinking it, or I feel that way. Some of them people that are getting views just because they're half naked. Let's be honest. Hey, actually, Thomas, just for you, I've got Piper working on that, or at least I think he is. He told me that would be easy. I'll keep up with him and make sure. But he seems to think it'd be pretty easy. Yeah, they got gals on there DJing. I listening to some techno stuff. I can't jive to that, but you know what I mean. But there are people out there that like that, and they got thousands and thousands of live viewers, and hey, different strokes for different folks. Yeah, I don't like that aspect of it. I'm the same way, Brian. I've worked hard enough in my life. I've never had to really beg. I'm not saying I'm above it by no means, but I don't know about that. No, Piper was here. He got off. He was said he had to go to bed. He hadn't been feeling well all week. He'd been sick, but he jumped on here for a little bit. I think you just got on the chat, Thomas, when he was leaving, but he was on here. Yeah, I try to stream about the same time every Saturday, Thomas, and that's 7 o'clock Central Time. So if you're over there on the East Coast, it'd be an hour, so it would be 8 o'clock, I think. Is that right? Yeah, you should be an hour ahead. So it'd be 8 o'clock your time is when I start. But if you're in the Midwest or anything like that, it's be 7 o'clock time for you too. Now my videos throughout the week, like I said, I try to maintain Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, dropping a video out, and it usually, I think I've got it set for 4 o'clock p.m. I ain't set on that time yet, but that's what I've been doing here lately. But at the same time, I got cows and stuff being born, so I've been taking a lot of my time. So. But all right, well, there's that field. So we're going to go do what old Thomas says. We're going to go fill up this tractor and take her back to the farm. And then we have, the only thing we've got left to do, and it'll probably be on a weekly episode, is this field and field 60, which is on the other side of town, a little 5-acre plot out over there. Go ahead and shut some of these lights off, because we don't need them going down the road. People will be pissed at us. We'll turn the headlights on for sure. Hearing all the goats and stuff, that makes me laugh. Yeah, any of y'all ever wanted to get a fainting goat just because? Just to try to scare the shit out of it? You always wanted a milk cow? Oh, come on, UPS truck. I know you ain't out here delivering packages this late. If you are, it's the single mothers. Yeah, that would be. You ever thought about that, though? Seriously. What are you going to do today? Well, I want to get drunk and scare the shit out of my goat. Sounds like a good day. All right, Thomas, we're refilling this thing. Let's see how much money it's going to cost us today. $493 to fill this tractor up. Holy crap, the economy sucks. You always want to learn how to milk a cow? Not too hard to learn. You might check, I think, up there in your area. They might, because I think there's a strong dairy presence up there where you live anyway. I'm sure they have community stuff up there that'll teach you that, like, farmers and, bringing ag to, people that don't get out a lot or in towns where they don't have it. I think they do programs and stuff up there you might look into, or they used to anyway, to teach you that stuff. Yeah, don't try to milk a bull. That is the one thing I love about farming. Hopefully this don't make nobody mad. If it does, I don't really care, but I do at the same time, if that makes sense. If you think there's more than two genders, go try to milk a bull. I have a light out on this thing. You believe that shit? Man, they're doing this realism too much. I got a tail light out on the cultivator. Get the light shut off here. And get out. Well, alrighty, everybody. It has been a real awesome, and I enjoyed this stream. We didn't get a lot done. We didn't get everything done, but we got most of the cultivation done. It's not the most glamorous job out there, but it's still got to be done. And again, like always, I appreciate every one of you. And without you, there'd be no me or Farmer Brian or anybody else out there trying to create content for you guys. So we appreciate everybody stopping by and chatting in, and I hope to have you all for a long time. And do my best to keep bringing the best content I can, and more videos to come. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. So I will see you all next time, and thanks again, and stop by.